Hi guys, and welcome to my latest video. Today I'm going to be doing Chunithm, apparently that's the pronunciation. It's a music rhythm arcade game. It's a very popular arcade game, and it's got a lot of them have these clips, as you can see, for putting your camera there and recording yourself play. So here we go. Like most of the arcade games, you get a lot of login bonuses. This one rotates usually the event ones, so I'll explain a little bit. You have maps that you choose. I say maps, it's just a number of steps, and as you do songs you get stars, and you get perfects, you get more stars, and these stars converts into steps. So here you can see I've got map select, so you can choose which one you want to do. You have the event ones, you got the standard ones, standard Amazon ones. The Amazon is actually like a expansion, I guess, to it. A few of the arcade machines do this. They'll get some sort of big new updates, and they usually change the name. So yeah, this Chunithm used to be, what was it, Chunithm? I can't remember. It had a name before, and then it changed to Chunithm Amazon, which is the latest at the moment. And in fact, I think it's now changed to Amazon Plus, so that's what the latest expansion is. Once you go in, you can then choose your. There's two modes you can choose. There's the standard mode, and then there's a mode they added later, which you choose like a set of. They come as a set of 3 songs, and you basically can't fail. You can't have too many misses, or you lose life. And on the harder ones, you don't get any life back. So if you miss too many times, you fail. And that's just game over straight up. But you do get a lot of steps from doing it. From the main one, which is the one mostly chosen, you can choose any song you want. Lots of anime songs, game songs, and at the moment I'm choosing the characters. So a part of it is you can choose the character you have. They go up to level 15, and they all have different skills, so they can give extra score depending on either the taps when you're pressing the buttons, or when you get combo lengths, or if you never miss, etc, etc. Then you have the options where you can set things like the key speeds, the speeds that the keys appear on the screen and go towards the line where you have to press, and the background, the music sound, and so on and so forth. So one thing I do use for this actually is gloves. So I actually managed to get gloves from one of the claw games for this, and they help a lot because the game has a lot of sliding. For button presses it's not so important, but I recommend, if you're starting it doesn't matter, but if you do want to play in the long run, invest in some sort of gloves that slide easily, because it'll make your life a lot easier. So explaining the game itself, you have different inputs. So you've got the taps where you have to tap them, they're the red symbols. You have the holds, which are the ones you can see that look like yellow and pink bars, so they go pink and then mostly yellow and pink at the end. And then you have the slide ones, which are the blue ones, which have a blue bar to start, and then they have usually a blue bar in the middle if there's any movements in there. It's not necessarily going to be the same, but like every time it turns, but most of the time when it has a turn or a sharp turn or like a diagonal on it, it'll have one of those little blue bars, and they count towards the combo. This is a little bit different, as there's actually an air sensor above, so sometimes you'll see an arrow moving up, and there's even arrows moving down, so you can move your arm off, up and down to trigger those. If I go in and up, you'll see there's a green line. That means you have to keep your arm up in the air for it, and there's even an air tap, so you actually just tap on the air to hit that tap note. The other ones to be aware of as well is, you'll see the arrow up after tap, so you have to tap and go up to the air sensor, and you might have to come back down and tap into another tap motion. So I'm playing on expert now. Above expert you've got the master, and the main difference there, other than being the hardest actual option, is that you have a new sort of slider. So there's a lot of taps, but they put new bars in, which are tap slide. So most of the time you just need to slide through them. Even though there are a lot of taps, you can hit them with slides, and that's actually how the game's been made. You don't get perfect score for it, but you also don't have a choice because the master stages are very, 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 very fast. So for the next part, you can see the score I got. So I got the 5 points, plus you get 1 for clearing, and you can see the character takes steps. One thing they added quite new is that meat, so it seems to be for a new unlock method in the game. So you get meat, and there's some sort of enemy who you have to beat by just hitting a number. So you basically just do that. You hit the number with the meat, and then you unlock a song or character or some logo. Talking about unlockables, so as you can see on my screen, where at the top left corner it's got my sort of level. Now the level actually resets every time they do an expansion or some sort of major updates, so it's not super important, but it will go down to 1 every time they do the update. But your rating always stays the same. So your rating, I guess, is sort of like how good you are. Like, it is literally your rating. So it doesn't actually move very much once you kind of get to your prime point. It is the skill level you're going to be at. So mine usually goes up 0.1 or goes down 0.1. If I have a bad map, like if I do a song, which I'm usually very good at, but I just have a bad day, it might take my rating down a little bit. If I smash it and go the fucking full whack and go get a full combo, then I'm gonna get like maybe a little bit of a plus rating there. The other things you can unlock is that little border it has, which is actually from an anime. I think it's the No Life No Game one I have there. So you can unlock those little sort of picture backgrounds for your ID thing in the corner. You can unlock titles, so you get titles there. I've got one there, but I can't read that one. I'll give that one a read later and maybe mention that in one of my later videos to say what it actually says. And you can see the character I've got. So yeah, I've got the super wife of the time. The number one waifu was Rem from the RE series. So yeah, I mean, she's very, very good because she gives a big point bonus for when you hit 50 combos. So as long as you're hitting the 50s, it helps you succeed like some of the much harder maps, because it gives you a lot of energy and keeps you in the clear, while others don't give you so much score. But again, it depends. All the characters are super different. Usually the hardest ones will have an ability that says something like disaster. Now, if they have one with disaster, I don't know how much they change, but the ones I've used with disaster, if you miss a note, it's an instant fail and game over for the song. So I imagine they score massively, but yeah, if you're gonna be using it, then yeah, you're gonna risk having that one note miss and an instant fail. So yeah, there's some characters that are definitely hard to use, but well, they say high risk, high reward. So yeah, here you can see I got to the end of this particular map. Usually when you get to the end of them, sometimes it's just a straight up unlockable. A lot of the normal mode ones have just characters, so they'll just give you a new character. There's probably hundreds of characters on there by now, so yeah, there's like massive choice. But the event ones usually unlock a song, and then you have to do the song then to get the next part of it. So you can go through events and again get specific event backgrounds. The one thing that there is also is you do get the little avatar, which is a penguin. Now I think he's the system voice, and one of the new things they added are new system voices, but unfortunately I haven't actually unlocked any new system voices yet. Maybe the last thing I will mention is, yeah, it's actually also a multiplayer game. So in here I'm obviously playing by myself, as most of the people are, but if you are with friends and you're like next to each other on the machines, there's, when you choose a song on the side, you've got, it says matching. So yeah, you can choose that, and then all the other machines can actually see that, so your friends can join by going onto it. But obviously anyone can join on as well. So yeah, you might have friends there, but some random players might also want to join in the song. Though it's super unlikely because they have to be playing on their own and just happen to be on them, like song selection when you are, and then obviously want to join in there. So that doesn't really happen, like, unless it's all been planned out. What else to mention? So, as you can see here, there's a lot of the key presses can be hand swaps. So it does actually make you slide your hand underneath, and then you have to press with the opposite hands. Also here you can see, because I'm playing on master, it's got those blue bars. Now those are the slide ones that I mentioned. So for those you have to tap it and slide, and then it counts. You have to slide it though, you can't just tap it normally. But they are made so that usually when you get them, sometimes they're like bunched together. It's very easy to just slide them to get the whole combo. I don't know if there's any in this particular song, but you'll probably see them in some others, and I'll link some of the videos I did before on one of my other YouTube channels, which is the straight up upload of the some of the songs that I recorded when I was playing them. Yeah, and to do an overall review of the game, it's very, very good. It's a super popular game in the arcades. It's probably one of the number one rhythm games that everyone's playing in the arcade since it came out. I mean, I was actually quite lucky, I guess, when I first went to Japan. When I went to Akihabara, I actually saw this game was being baited, so they had it set up for people to try. Though I didn't try it at the time. Next time I came back, obviously all the rage. Everyone's playing it, and yeah, it's super popular. You can usually find 4 to 8 machines in most arcades. Uh, Regardless of where you go, it's really one of the number one games out there. So if you get the chance to play it, I highly recommend it. It's a very, very, very fun game. The music itself ranges from, there's a lot of game songs, though the games are generally related to like JRPGs and Japanese games. So like if you're looking for, I don't know, yeah, Halo music, or you know, some other games music like that, it's unlikely you're gonna find it. But you'll find like your Persona, they have got things like Persona, Jet Set Radio, a lot of the Japan, not Japan only games, but like core of Japan games, like there's the Toho game series, so there's quite a lot of the Toho game songs on here. There's obviously all the J-pop, a lot of J-pop songs on there. Yeah, the song selections are actually really good. There's a lot to go on there, and it's updated regularly. So usually when I log in to play, it shows me like the new songs that are on there, and one of the choices of the song menus, the pretty much last one or last but one, actually shows you the new songs. So if you just want to see the new songs that have come out, then you can actually do that. So that's super handy, incredibly handy in fact. So yeah, uh, and, right at the end, something else to point at. So once you do finish playing, you get what they call the user box that you just saw there. That's actually where you can use the sort of coins that you get to make your purchases. So that's where you buy your titles and set your title. That's where you set your titles. You can buy some tickets to give you like boosts to EXP and things like this, and unlock master songs for any song you want, and you can choose your backgrounds and your system voice. And here you get a good shot of the machine, so you can see you use the top bit to log in your data card. Sometimes they have the holders at the top. There's the key button press area. You can plug in your headphones, chuck your coin in, and away you go. It's actually quite a really easy machine to play, and of course, like all of them, first time you play, you're gonna get a tutorial, so it will show you everything you need to know in that as well. Fantastic. So thanks for watching another one of my videos. Look forward to hopefully weekly, if not 2 times a week videos coming out soon. And yeah, any requests, any machines you've seen that you want me to try out, please let me know. Yeah, please like my videos. Subscriptions most welcome, and look forward to next time. Take care, guys.